Hi, everyone, and welcome to Team Let Your Light Shine and Ignition Team Call. It is Tuesday, December 16th, and we are going to be talking all about helping people in the new year, starting new conversations, all about what's coming in the new year and what we want for our team. So first, we're going to be talking about Success Club, and you guys have probably seen us be talking about it, how, Lauren, me, and Alexa have been able to earn a Success Club trip next year, and Lauren went on one last year. And so Alexa and I are just going to dive in and be sharing some tips that have helped us, and we've also asked others from the team to share with us some things that have helped them, their first months and continuously throughout the month of hitting Success Club 5. Some of them aren't on the call, so I'm going to share what they've said to me. So Alexa, do you want to just start talking about?
Yeah. So I know that there also might be some new coaches on the call, or if you're a newer coach and you're listening to the recording, we're kind of gonna break down like what is Success Club and why is it so important for you to hit it. So really, if you want to make it simple, you guys, because it is very simple, Success Club just means that hitting Success Club means that you're helping 3 people a month get started on their journey. And I've talked about this before, but when I have calls with my new coaches and check-ins with you guys, I can honestly say that one of the common denominators, one of the reasons why so many of you guys decided to become a coach is because you want to help people. Well, the number one goal that you can set for yourself so that you know that you're helping others is to just hit Success Club, because that means you're consistently helping 3 people a month get started on their journey. Okay, it's really not difficult, and I think that a lot of times people overcomplicate it because we talk about it a lot and we make it seem like a big deal, and it is, but that doesn't mean that it's not. It's difficult to reach. It's not a difficult goal to reach. So, we're gonna go over like the core things that you should be doing in order to hit Success Club every month, because it's really important. So, why do you want to hit Success Club? There's a lot of different reasons for why you want to consistently hit Success Club, because it will grow your income and help your income grow exponentially. We posted this, or actually I did post this in my team page, but I was talking with my corporate mentor and I was asking him if he could send me some statistics about Success Club, and so this is like straight from them, but because I know some people like to know the stats, but people who are committed to hitting Success Club consistently month after month earn 7 times more income than a coach that doesn't participate in Success Club. And those that consecutively hit Success Club 5 for 2 years, and that's literally 3 people a month, like not Success Club 10, not Success Club 100, Success Club 5 for 2 years, increase their earnings by 234%. Like, that's a pretty big number, right? And that just means you're helping 3 people a month. Like, I know it's hard because there's a lot of people, like myself included, maybe you see these big numbers and think like, oh, I need to hit that. Like, no, you guys, no. Don't think that that's the norm and you should be doing that. I want you guys to just think of it as helping 3 people. Hitting Success Club 5, you just saw that stat. Hitting Success Club 5 will increase your income exponentially. So, just think about it like that. And so, it creates residual income over time. So what does that mean? So think about it. If you get new people started with a challenge pack every month, those people are then set up with Shakeology, and they're going to get Shakeology next month. And then think about the new people that you're getting enrolled every single month. Those Shakeology HD orders start to add up. And after, 3-4 months or however, I've been a coach for a year, and I will not sell a single challenge pack for an entire week, but I still have a paycheck every month, not just for my team cycle bonus, but just because I have all these people renewing their Shakeology every week. And it's gotten to the point where like I get a new Shakeology renewal pretty much every day. So, and that's just because I've been consistently hitting Success Club and getting new people started on their journey. So, you know, there's just so many great benefits to it, and it's very easy and very simple to hit. And so, you know, that's why we talk about it so much, because, you know, you guys, you want to grow your income, and you want to grow your team, and you want to grow your business, right? And you want to help people. Like, that's what our number one focus is. So, you know, just focusing on just 3 people a month, that's all you have to do, will make a huge difference for your business in the long run. Okay.
Yeah, and I want you guys to know, like, honestly, the first month I hit Success Club, I didn't even know what Success Club was. I think Lauren texted me and was like, holy crap, you hit Success Club 10 within your first month. And I was like, yeah, I don't even know what that is. Like, my goal was always just to help. And so for me, I never focused, and I was never fixated on Success Club 5. Great. Those are points. That's awesome. But my goal and what my non-negotiable is to help at least 5 people a month. Okay. And that's my personal goal. That's just what I put myself up to every month, because I know if I'm doing my follow-ups, I know if I'm checking in with previous challengers, you guys, previous challengers, like past months, like they still will buy other programs, and they still want to be a part of new challenge groups. Just because they've been a part of one of your challenge groups doesn't mean they're not going to want to join another one or something like that, or just stick to one thing. And so just not being fixated on that number and just focusing on my goal and being in competition with myself on what I want to hit every month has helped me. And of course, I've had to share my story. And, you know, those are all things that come with hitting Success Club 5. But don't just focus on Success Club 5. Yes, they send us free things every month. Awesome. I love free stuff. I don't know about you, but I love free stuff. You know, and so they give us these things, but you want to be helping at least 3 people a month. If you're in this business to help, I know that you can do it, especially with what we're giving you. So I want you guys to kind of practice not just being focused on the SC5 number. Focus on, you know, your 3 people a month.
Okay, and I just wanted to say something really quick and chime in. So how do you translate helping 3 people a month into Success Club? Because obviously there's multiple ways in this business to help people, right? I mean, we've got Shakeology, we've got programs on themselves, and then we've got challenge packs, right? And I think one of the things that can be a struggle as a new coach, or maybe at any point in your journey, is, you know, when you've got a program here for $60 and then now you're trying to sell someone something for $160. You've just tried to basically upsell them, right? And that devalues kind of Shakeology and all these things. So really, one of the key things of hitting Success Club and translating helping people into reaching at least 5 points every month is learning how to talk about challenge packs in a way that is saving your customer the most money. Because it does. The reason I only sell challenge packs is because when I'm signing up a customer or coach, I want to set them up for success. And we know the recipe for success. It's nutrition, it's fitness, and it's support. They have to have all pieces. So honestly, like, I can't help people if you're only buying one piece of the puzzle from me, you know, like, it's just way too hard to know what they're eating. And at least I know that for one healthy meal a day, they're having Shakeology, you know? So you really have to find your flow of like talking about challenge packs and how to help people see that that's really what's going to get them results. It's not just the program, because these programs work when people follow them. And like Shakeology is a part of all of them. Like, that's why it's in the commercials for every program and all this stuff. So like, just if you're struggling with hitting Success Club, but you're selling lots of programs, or you're selling Shakeology by itself, talk to your coach and look at the conversations you're having, because I guarantee it's just a little tweak of words that can make a huge world of difference, translating those things into challenge packs.
Yeah, totally.
And that's something I wanted to talk about too, is tweaking of words. I don't want you guys to think that like me and Alexa were some, you know, amazing at posting and knowing what to say. Gosh, I mean, Lauren can vouch, but I probably texted her so many pictures. I didn't need to text her, but I was so nervous about what I was saying. And from doing that, from the time she did help me, I did learn how to tweak those words and tweak what to say so that I knew for future, what to say. And instead of, I think I learned this at Summit is instead of, like she said, talking about just a challenge or Shakeology and, saying, you've already probably talked to them about Shakeology, I would hope, before you would talk about a challenge pack, explaining to them what they've done, but saying, if you get Shakeology, you will get, this program for $10 more. And saying it like that is so much better than, oh, you can get this program for $60 and then you can get Shakeology on top of that. No, you want to talk about, and because that's devaluing the product. You, like Lauren said, you want to, talk about the value and the value, Shakeology is going to have in their nutrition and for their success because you're setting them up for success.
Yeah, I think I often see and not saying like anyone on this team or anything, but I've seen coaches post like when Max 30 was coming out, like, hey, I'm so excited, Max 30 just came out. You can get the challenge pack on their post, like literally. You can get the challenge pack for $180 or you can get the program alone for $120. Like, what? Like, I'm sorry, but just like you don't ever need to talk about numbers or prices publicly. I don't think anyone here does, but it's just like, don't shoot yourself in the foot. Like, help people see the value, not like making something more expensive with, I don't know. You just, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's true. You want to, value the product. And Shakeology is not like super cheap, but it's a lot cheaper than a lot of things out there. And if, we're devaluing it, they're going to be like, okay, well, this isn't really worth the money. And it is. It totally is. And if you believe in that, then that's what you'll talk about. So,
can I add something really quick before?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question. How many people here drink Shakeology and are doing a workout program? Raise your hand. Okay, cool. That's pretty much everybody. So that's awesome. So when people come to me or when I start talking with people about programs and they ask about what I'm doing and they want to join my challenge group, I tell people, hey, you can get this program. And I, of course, talk about Shakeology, but I tell them, you want to get results or you want to do, the same plans that I've done. Well, I've been doing this for a year and I've been drinking Shakeology the entire time. So if they're coming to you because they want to get results like you, then they need to do it like you've been doing it, which means you need to be following a program and drinking Shakeology. Every single one of you just raised your hand. You're all drinking Shakeology. So just let them know, like, hey, this is an important piece of the puzzle for me. This is, a really important part of how I've gotten to where I am. If I would love to have you in my group and show you what I've done to get this success and get these results. And this is how you do it, just like Lauren said, you can't like leave out one piece of the puzzle. You can't, if you're making a recipe, you can't leave out the flour. If you're supposed to put flour in the recipe, then your cookies are going to turn out like shit, right? So it's like the same thing. Just let people know, like, this is what I've done. If you want results, and want to do what I've done, like, this is what it is. So I tell people that because people are like, yeah, I want to get results like you. And I'm like, all right, well, you got to drink Shakeology. It's part of it. So, just let people know, like, this is what I do. I drink it every day. Let them know the benefits of it. We're not going to like how to talk about Shakeology, but I pretty much always say, like, here's your option is a challenge pack. I don't give them the option to get a program by itself unless for some reason they already have Shakeology. But, I never present it like that because, for me, they come together. That's how they are. They're like boyfriend and girlfriend, and that's how it works. So, sorry, continue, Emma, with what you're saying.
Yeah, no. And Lauren just said too, it's not about just like weight loss. It's, it helps your energy and your cravings and your digestion. I mean, you can look at me and Alexa and we have two completely different transformations. I mean, I didn't have that big of a weight loss transformation, but that has not stopped me. I mean, I almost think Shakeology's helped me in so many other ways. And, just by talking about that and letting them know, like Alexis said, like, that's what you need. You need to compare to your story. So that's why you need to be doing, drinking Shakeology and doing your workouts.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So for a couple conversations that I had with a couple people this week, it seems like everybody just wants to jump to the price all the time. Like I try to ask questions. Every question I ask, they come back with like maybe a 1 or 2 word answer. Like I'll ask, okay, well, what's your fitness goals? Like, you know, what's your nutrition like? And they'll say, okay, I want to lose weight and I eat fairly clean, but what's the price? But what's the price? You know, they keep coming back at me like, what's the price? You know, just tell me what's the price. Like how do I treat those situations? I don't know, you know, because I know I should be asking a lot more questions before I dish out the price. You know what I mean?
No,
so I don't know how to really handle that.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So usually when they say that, I say, you know, I would love to tell you, it just totally depends on what exactly your goals are. So would you be okay with with allowing me to ask you a few more questions so that I can better help you with your needs and your goals? So by switching it and saying, yes, I would love to tell you the price, I just need to know for myself, because not every program is going to benefit them. Not every program is going to be for them. Just because Insanity Max 30 is on sale this month, it might not be for them. So by, you know, telling them, not avoiding the question, still directing the question, but kind of redirecting it in a way where they allow you, you know, you're asking permission to ask them questions. And so they've given you permission to continue to ask them questions. That way they're not continually like thinking you're avoiding the question, you know what I mean? And, you know, allowing them to give you responses that will better help you with, you know, your decision for what program would help you. They're obviously coming to you for a reason. Does that make sense? Does that help? Yeah? Okay. And yeah, let me know how that goes. And if you have any other, like if you need me to like look at the conversations and stuff, let me know. But that should help you a lot, because I think I was doing that for a while as well. And once I redirected and started switching and doing that, it was a lot better for me. So, and it flowed better. It's just a way better flow. You don't feel like you're, you know, nervous or whatever. I do think it is the holidays as well. Yes, I agree. We were just had the little coffee with Sarah, and we were all talking about how the holidays have just been harder. But you know what? Christmas is next week, and right after Christmas, you guys, it's gonna get like totally insane. So I know it's slow right now, but just hang on for like one more week, I promise. So the benefits of success. Did you have something to say, Alexa? You unmuted yourself. I didn't know if you.
No, I was yelling at Devin to get my computer charger. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. Okay. So I think, the benefits, obviously like Alexa said, the residual HD orders, and you're going to get people that cancel. That's okay. But, you know, you're going to continually have, stuff coming in and more people talking to you. You're going to be reaching out to more people. The Success Club trip. So this year is my first year of earning the Success Club trip, as well as Alexa. So we've earned it for free, and we get to take my husband, her fiance, and, you know, we've never been on a trip like with our significant other outside of anything really. I think like the only trip Eric and I have taken together is we went to Miami and stuff, but we still had Bentley, so it wasn't like just us. But it's, you know, it helped so, and I want you guys to know that we're not getting Success Club because of the people we're talking to this month. We are getting, hitting Success Club and helping at least 3 people a month because of the past, the past conversations that we've had. And I want you guys to start just focus on how many conversations you're going to start from now until the end of the year. I don't want you guys to send out any more invites right now. Focus on new conversations, because like you guys are saying, so many people are like, oh, like not now is the time. And Melissa can chime in too. We were just on the call with Sarah and she was talking about this. You know, focus. Okay, so from now until Christmas, how many new conversations are you going to start so that for your January 5th challenge group, after Christmas is done, You know, how many people are you going to be able to follow up and say, hey, my challenge group starts January 5th, you know, are you ready? Stuff like that. So think about how many conversations you want to start from now until Christmas, which is next week on Wednesday or Thursday, I forget. And just think of that more towards the end of the year instead of worrying about invites, okay? So maybe like double up on your conversations versus since you're not sending out new invites, things like that. And so make a goal for yourself so that you have people to follow up with in the new year. You're giving, you know, you're providing yourself with follow-ups for the new year with just connecting with new people. Alexa, do you have anything to say on that?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this a lot, but I'm sorry, I'm reading one thing. Yes, like right now is definitely the hardest time because, you know, what is everyone telling you? Well, I got to get Christmas presents, right? So, you know, if you're just like talking and, you know, spreading your net and talking to as many people as you possibly can, you know, just like Emma said, Christmas is over after next week. And people are going to be like, oh my God, I ate too many Christmas cookies. And they're going to be ready to go. And so, you know, the new year is going to be like coming at them. So what are they going to want? If you come in there and follow up with them and be like, hey, guess what? I have a group starting for the new year. Like, let's do this. I bet you're going to have a lot more people committing than they are at this very moment because people are focusing on Christmas and their family and everything they got to do. And, you know, it's just a harder week right now, especially you know, just because of the holiday. So, you know, just start talking. You know, we talk about this all the time, like planting seeds, and it's because that's what it is. Like that's all that this is planting seeds. It's talking to new people, and you know, as many as you freaking can, you guys. You know, I sometimes sit down and we'll just, you know, if I'm sitting there watching TV with Devin. You know, I'll go through on my Instagram and go and like some comment and, you know, just like find people on Instagram while I'm watching TV. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, okay, how many seeds can I freaking plant right now? Because I want a garden in New Year. So focus on that. And, you know, this just kind of goes into, you know, what we were going to talk about as far as like, how do you hit Success Club? We talk about this, a lot. We've done some calls about this, but I mean, we just want to reiterate to you guys that the steps and the things you need to do to hit Success Club are like in front of you. And if you just do these things, then I mean, I'm pretty positive that you'll probably start hitting Success Club consistently. That was hard to say. And, you know, it's really simple. And sometimes we overcomplicate it, but you know, it's just all about following these things. And you have to kind of sit there and be honest with yourself. Because I know a lot of people say, well, I'm not hitting Success Club, but I'm posting all the time. And I'm, you know, no one is liking my posts and no one's messaged me because I posted. Okay, that's cool. I'm so glad you're posting, but are you doing everything else? Are you starting new conversations? Are you expanding your network? Are you doing your follow-ups? Are you inviting people? It's not just one thing. If you guys just do all of these things that we've talked about, you know, it's a recipe just like everything else. And that doesn't mean that this has to take up a lot of time because I know a lot of you guys don't have a lot of time. So, you know, if you just have one focused hour and you commit to that one focused hour every day to get those things done that I just said, you know, like setting a goal for yourself, 3 to 5 new people added to your network, 3 to 5 people that you're following up with, 3 to 5 new conversations started, and 3 to 5 invites to your group, although we said focus on like just starting new conversations right now. If you just take an hour out of your day, I mean, I know we're all busy, but I think it's worth it to take one power hour out of your day to do these things. And I promise you, if you just do them consistently, you will see a huge difference. It's not just like doing them once in a while. It's not just doing a couple of them. It's doing all these things and doing them consistently. I mean, I know a lot of you guys have probably read The Compound Effect, and it's the same thing. So, you know, it takes some time to get going, but you have to just be consistent with it, and you just have to do those things. If you're not hitting Success Club, and you feel like you are doing all of those things, then please reach out to your upline coach or your upline diamond, like Emma or I or Lauren or any of us are willing to look at your conversations and see like, okay, maybe there's just something that needs to be tweaked, like we said before. Maybe you just need to fix your wording a little bit, which is okay. like Emma said, we weren't just born and become like these amazing conversation people when we became brand new coaches. It took months of kind of developing that, you kind of get into a groove and you have to figure out, what works and what doesn't, what kind of questions you ask that really dig deep, the flow of things. And you'll get into a rhythm just like everything else. But and we're here to help you with that process and see if there's something that can be helped. Because if you're doing all these things, you should be hitting Success Club. But like I said, if you're not, like, please reach out to us because we want to help you and help you get to where you want to be. Okay?
Yeah. And I wanted to share a few comments from people on the team that I asked in the team page who had hit Success Club 5 in their first months and what they think helped them. And my computer is freezing, so that's awesome.
Okay, well, while you're finding that, can I say something?
Yeah.
So, I wish I could say that I've been a coach now for 2 years in January, and I wish I could say, like, Success Club gets a whole lot easier as, time goes on. And for some of us, maybe it does, because the more seeds you plant, the more it, like, starts to blossom. But for me, it's a continual cycle, and there's months where I struggle to get Success Club. But I really believe that your belief in yourself is a huge part of hitting Success Club. So if you're sitting here and you're thinking, oh my gosh, that sounds so hard, I don't know if I can do it. If those are the thoughts that are going through your head, you can't do it. So you need to start having this belief in yourself that I am going to do it. I'm going to help 3 people a month, and I'm going to hit Success Club. Because for me, that's really, I've been a coach for 24 months, and I've hit Success Club for 18 months in a row. And really what changed that, or what started that, like, streak is, like, I decided hitting Success Club 5 every month was a non-negotiable part of my business. I had to hit Success Club 5 every single month. And if it came down to the last day of the month, it came down to the last day of the month. I'm always trying to hit it before the 15th so that I'm not in that situation. But it has come down to the last day of the month. This is seriously what I do. I have as many conversations as I need to have until I hit my goal. If you're not getting there, that just means you need to talk to more people. That's like, it's as simple as that. It's a numbers game. If you're hearing no, just keep talking to more people, and you will hear yes. And if you're not, there could be something in your conversations that is just not flowing right. So yeah, talk to someone about it. But I just want you to know that, like, I do the same things that these 2 amazing ladies are telling you to do. That's exactly the same things that I do 2 years into my business.
Yeah, and I want you to know that too. I mean, I don't give up until the last day. So I don't want you guys to sit here and
not the last day, 11:59.
Yeah, well, it's like 9 p.m. for me for us here. But yeah, I mean, if I'm not at Success Club 10 by the last day, I am working my butt off to help one person that I've talked to over the last, like, 3 months. And last November was the 1 month I hit Success Club 5. I've hit Success Club 10 now consecutively. I'm a all-star now. Anyways, so success. So that was hard for me because it was like I've hit Success Club 10 every single month. This one, and I know that's to some of you like, oh my gosh, but for me that was like my goal, and that's what I wanted. And to hit Success Club 5 1 month, I was like, man, what am I doing wrong? Like, what am I not doing? And it's not that I wasn't doing anything wrong. I just slowed down. Because I was like, oh, like, people are coming to me, like, I'm posting all these pictures, and, like, so many people are coming to me, and it's like, yeah, that's awesome at the beginning, because that's probably what's going to happen at the beginning is a lot of people are going to come to you because you came out of nowhere with this transformation, and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so amazing, and everyone's like, I want to do what you're doing. And then after 3 months, no one's starting to come talk to you, and then you're like, holy crap, I'm scared shitless to reach out to people, like, I don't know what to do, like, what am I going to how am I going to go talk to these people now? All these people have been coming to me. Like, I have no idea how to start these conversations. That was me. I was scared out of my mind to reach out to people. Some days I still am. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, sending out invites is scary. But the thing is I've changed my mind, and it's not an invite anymore. It's a connection. I'm connecting with someone. I'm going to their Facebook. I'm saying, okay, what have they been doing for the past week? What are they doing? and I connect with them on a level that I can connect with, like I scroll down for a minute and check them out, like be genuine. Don't just message someone and be like, hey, like have some, value to it. Start a conversation, be real and be open. Okay, yes.
Sorry, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
You can answer it, or Alexa or Lauren, whoever has any input. I'm okay with Facebook, but Instagram, I'm kind of creeping in there now. I'm starting some kind of conversations, but what tips would you really give on how to kind of have conversations on Instagram? Do you just search something you're interested in or that you have something in common with and, just comment on people's pictures, or how do you go about doing it?
Yes.
Alexa.
Even
Brittany.
Yeah.
Alexa and Brittany are the
hashtag everything. You're able to hashtag up to 30. Do things that can be health and fitness related or things that are related more towards you. So like for example, I'm getting married next year, so I will do things like fit bride, fit fiance, sweating for the wedding. I talk about my hair because I have curly hair. I'll say curl girl, and then I have people that are like, oh, I love your hair, it's cute. You know what I mean? Like people that are searching stuff that is similar to me, because I want to attract people that are similar to me, that are like me, that I would want to be around. So using hashtags, and then for you going out and connecting with people, go to a hashtag, search through. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have my phone right here, but if you click on a hashtag and you see, well, I'm trying to do this while I'm talking. It comes up and it's all in the boxes like this, right? That you can click on the three little lines and then it becomes a feed. So then you can actually go through and be like, oh, I like this picture, double tap, scroll. Oh, I like this, double tap, keep scrolling, double tap. It makes it way easier for you to just go through and like people's pictures. And I'm not talking every single picture, but I guess you could if you wanted to, but pictures that you actually like. And if you find someone that catches your eye, go to their profile, go through and like a couple of their pictures, comment, and don't just say, cool, nice pic. No, say something engaging, actually show that you are actually looking at their profile and their picture, because how many of us have gotten those stupid ass people commenting and say, nice pic, cool, thumbs up. What is that? That's super annoying. So actually engage with people. Like Lauren said, ask questions. That is the number one thing. In every conversation, I always end with a question. Definitely on Instagram too. Ask them questions. Keep it engaged. Keep the conversation going. And, ultimately what you want to do is just build a relationship with people. So, what I did when I first started, Lauren did a really great call all about Instagram. And this is one of the things that I still, I don't do it as much as I used to, but it really helped me really get my Instagram going, was to create an Instagram prospect list. So if you have, the notepad in your phone, and if you're going through Instagram and you find someone who you're like, okay, I think that this person I could really connect with, they're on their health and fitness journey and they're using because how many people are on Instagram that are like, I'm starting my journey and I'm using this as accountability? There's 5 billion people that are on Instagram for that reason. So if you're finding those people who are just starting their journey, that they maybe need some extra help or whatever, or you connect with them and you found them through a hashtag and you guys are conversing, whatever, put them on an Instagram prospect list and go through and check in with them, make it a point, put it on your schedule to check in with them a couple times a week, go see their new pictures, make sure you're engaging with them so you don't forget about them. Because, that's really what it's all about. There's people that I've met only through Instagram that, before I started talking to them, either through Facebook or email, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's my Instagram friend. So you want to get to the point where you're like, oh, this is my Instagram friend, and they want to, continue the conversation and get to know you, or, you can let them know when the time is right, what you can do to help them and how you can help them get to their goals. So I will say that Instagram takes time to build, you guys. It's not something that's going to just pop up overnight. You have to be consistent with it, and you have to just always be checking in on it. But it's like a plant. If you just keep watering it, it will slowly grow. I promise you. I started my Instagram last December, so a year ago, with 0 followers, and now I have like a lot. So you can do it. You can get there. Just you have to be persistent with it and consistent. It takes time. But that kind of okay, never mind. I won't go into that. Never mind.
Yeah, and a lot of it, it isn't all like Brittany and Alexa. I mean, they grew there so fast. And for me, I started out a new one also before Alexa, and I don't even have 3,000 followers. So like everyone's different. So, and maybe that's because my focus wasn't always on Instagram, and that's okay. Like a lot of it was on Facebook, and I do try and bring a lot of people that I meet on Instagram over to my Facebook because I think it's easier to talk to them on my Facebook. I feel like they can connect to me, better on my Facebook. And for me, when I'm talking to them, I'm still creating conversation, but in the text, eventually I'll say, hey, do you have a Facebook? Like, I'd love to connect with you more. And it's just easier for me to talk to you more over there. And a lot of the time they're like, yeah, I do. Or they're like, no, I don't, but here's my email. So then regardless, I either get their email or their Facebook, and I can bring them over there. Me and Brittany Powers met on Instagram, and she didn't have a Facebook at first. So I actually ended up getting her number. And we just were like texting for like the longest time. And then, she finally decided to join a group, and she got a Facebook just for my accountability group. I was like, I'll be your only friend. I don't care. And, now look at her. She has 23,000 followers on Instagram and like almost 2,000 friends on Facebook. So, or more. I don't remember the last time I looked. She had like 1,500. I don't remember. But, it just takes time. And, some people's strengths are different, and that's okay. Like you don't have to have, like crazy amounts of numbers like Brittany and Alexa do, but some people do, and that's fine. So.
Can I just chime in? Like,
yeah.
It's definitely, I think there's a lot of value in having a large Instagram following. So I'm not saying that it's not something that you should work on.
Yeah.
It's definitely a long-term goal that you should be working towards, is growing your Instagram following. But when it comes to relationships on Instagram, I definitely think it's quality over quantity. So it's really getting to know people on Instagram and talking back and forth with them and asking questions and being a part of their life. Like, Instagram is a really awesome community. And once you really dive into it and you find your niche in the community, I think you'll really enjoy it. It's been a large part of my journey. And I've just met so many amazing people on Instagram, on the team and that aren't on the team, who inspire me on my journey on a daily basis. So I definitely think, if you're sitting here on the call today with only a couple hundred followers, you still have a lot of relationships that can be built on Instagram. It's just getting to know those people. And like Emma said, taking them from Instagram and translating them to Facebook or email, because you're not going to be able to convert business. You can't, like, there's no way to make a sale on Instagram, and for any Beachbody coach that posts a link on their Instagram directly to a product, that's just not my style. I try to take it off of Instagram, talk to people, really get to know them, and then help them find the solution for their goals. So, yeah.
Yeah, and another thing too, Brittany does this a really good job of it too, is responding to everyone that comments on your page. Responding to everyone on your picture, because when you comment on people that you look up to and like you always get ignored and stuff, like Melissa McAllister is huge on this too. And she, if you don't follow her, she's also a top coach, and she was on Shalene's I've been like a Shalene podcast whore lately, sorry. But Shalene, I'm listening like up the ying. But she was just talking about, how that was one thing she was always passionate about, regardless of if she had 100 followers and now she has 120, like over, like 200,000. That's always something she says. You need to respond to everyone that comments on your page. They're real people behind those pages, okay? And that's what you want. That's what you want people to know, is that you're there, you're going to talk to them, you're going to be there for them. So just focus on responding as well. Even if they say like nice and cool, whatever, respond back. But you never know. Those comments are annoying, and I am always just like, yeah, cool, whatever. So, be real, be you, and respond to people that comment on there. But I just, so Kylie, she is a new coach that just joined the team a week and a half ago, and she's already hit Success Club 5. So she is someone that I went to school with, and we've been talking for a while. Her aunt actually ordered Shakeology for me, and I had mentioned to, start her journey, and we talk about this now. She's awesome. But so I asked her, what was something that helped her, and she said, my number one thing is my drive to want to succeed. I want to be home with my son so bad that I'm making myself be successful no matter what. Another thing is just not being scared to tell anyone who will listen about my story and Shakeology and how much it's changed my life. So just sharing, how much it's changed her life. She's going to connect with someone, and she's already connected with people, and so this is her first month, and that's okay. But I wanted, Chrissy Evanson, she's another one on the team who's hit Success Club 5 consecutively. And, her first month, she hit Success Club 24. Last month was Success Club 8. And this month, she's at Success Club 4, but she's still pushing. She's not giving up. And she said, this is what she was saying to me. She said, I think it was my first transformation picture. I had so many people message me and join that first month. I found that to be my easiest month. And, she said she was quiet about what she'd been doing. So, when friends saw her, they were asking her and curious about what she was doing. And, I asked her, why would you say it's been a little bit harder these last few months? And she said, I think that the people that were quick to jump on board did so right away. Now I'm talking to people and helping them out in hopes they will come, join me soon. I have 4 people that say they are going to join me soon. So she's still, talking and conversing with, people about conversations and not giving up on them. Just because someone says no, it means not right now. And that's another thing we're going to talk about. Do you guys have a follow-up list? Do you have a contact list? And I'm going to be completely honest, and Alexa knows, I struggle with a follow-up list. I think that I can keep everything in my brain. I think I'm some magician. I don't know what my problem is. But I'm getting to the point where New Year's, I'm starting over. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to start my list from where it is. And it sucks for me because I got myself in this mess, but learn from my mistake, start a follow-up list. And so I asked Alexa, I said, okay, when you're starting a follow-up list, what exactly are the steps that you take? Because I have no idea. I'm like, okay, I'm talking to someone about this challenge group, but we're continually talking. So it's like, why would I put them on a follow-up list? Because we're still talking, right? Follow-up list kind of sounds like you're just going to follow up with them. She says, no. Right when I talk to someone, I put them on my follow-up list and I automatically put a week date. So that way, if we do end up stop talking for some reason and I forget that we've stopped talking, I already have their name in that list with a follow-up date. So when I go and I put, when I need to log or follow up with them, I can say, oh yeah, we stopped talking. That's weird. And you can follow up with the last conversation. And I was like, okay, that makes so much more sense, because for me, the follow-up was tripping me out and was like, I don't know when I'm supposed to be following. I knew I was supposed to be following up, but I didn't know when I should be putting them on my list. So I don't know if anyone else is confused about that, but that was something that was just kind of making my brain go around. So I wanted to be clear about that as well, and to be using it. I have one and I do use it, but a lot of it is going back through my Facebook messages, and that takes forever. And so it's just going to be such a time saver. Evernote is another really good one. I actually just downloaded that also, and I think Alexa's using it as well.
I use Google Docs. I do everything through Google
Docs.
Yeah,
Google Docs. Well, I've been using Evernote or the count, right? We downloaded it though, didn't we?
Evernote, I don't use that. It's literally the same thing as Google Drive, which I
think I downloaded something different that Shalene uses.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but that's just what I use.
Yeah, I have everything in Google Docs also.
Can I add just?
Yeah.
So, that's one of the steps, we're kind of diverted, but we're, talking about Success Club. But you guys, I did this for my own sanity. I didn't really realize that it would become such an integral part of my business. But when I first started talking to people, I was realizing I'm like, I would maybe look at my Facebook messages and I would see, oh shoot, we stopped talking, or oh, I must have seen that message and I never responded to her. And so when I had maybe 10 or 15 conversations back in January, when I first started as a coach, I was like, I'm just going to put these people in a spreadsheet so that I remember, because I'm not going to remember. And I've had that same spreadsheet and it has like over 700 people, 800 something people on it right now. Every single person that I talk to goes on that list. I'm going to do this right now. It's so true, because you guys, if you are not keeping track of everybody that you're talking to, and you're not following up with everyone that you're talking to, you are missing out on a huge opportunity and a huge amount of people that you could be helping. And talking to Emma, I mean, I love you, Emma, but I mean, we're just totally different in this. Like, I didn't realize, just because I started this when I first began, because that's who I am. I need spreadsheets and I need to keep track of stuff like that. But I'm realizing that so many people aren't keeping track of their contacts, and they're not keeping track of their follow-ups. And I'm like, I do not know my business would crumble if I didn't have that. I look at it every single day. And I'm going to tell you, like, I don't care if you're brand new and you signed up tonight and you have 0 people, start your contact list right now. It is going to be so important, because you will realize very quickly that you are just forgetting about people. There's so many conversations that you're having that you could be following up with from months before. And those are the easiest people to follow up with, because if you talk to people from before for months past and they didn't commit, like, those are the easiest people to check up on and shoot a message to. I was telling Emma, like, there's a girl that I invited to 3 of my challenge groups, and I put her on my follow-up list, and I told myself I was gonna follow up with her one more time, and then I would take a break from following up with her. But I sent her out an invite today, and within an hour, she shot me a message, and she said, "I'm ready to get started." I have been following up with this chick for 4 months in a row, and she finally committed. So just know that if you're not keeping a follow-up list or contact list, and you're not consistent with your follow-ups, you're not keeping track of it, I'm telling you, that is the key to my success, and one of them for why I'm able to hit Success Club every month, because I have that list. Because everybody that I'm talking to, most right now, I'm telling you, probably 95% of them are not committing in December. They're committing in next year. But the majority of people that I am hitting Success Club, their points are going towards my December Success Club, are people from past months. So if you're just trying to base this off of, new people that you're trying to talk to, and you're not keeping track of everyone, like, even if you think you can keep it in your head, Emma, you are not, you're dropping the ball. You're missing out on huge opportunities. So
it's so true.
I want to just stress this, beyond anything that I could tell you. You need to have a contact list, and you need to work from a list. Janelle Summers stresses this as well, and she's the highest earner in Beachbody. So yeah. I want to do what she's doing, right? So keep a contact.
No, it's so true. And from now on, I'm doing one. I have one started. I'm just gonna be very stickler on me about it. And I make Alexa, that's why I like having a success partner, just because she holds me accountable and I can be honest with her, and she's like, okay, come on, you got to do it, and so that's another, it's a whole success partner, it's a whole nother story. But and so also I know Denise was on too. Will you share what you told me as well about how hitting Success Club, right here, do you want me to unmute you? There you go.
Oh, I'm there. Sorry, I was slouching. No, it's just basically everything that you guys have said, I've taken into consideration. I've reread it, took notes, even your videos, I took notes for everything. I have them on my notepad on my phone. And whenever I think I forget something, I go back into it and I look at it. And it's just been very helpful for me. And I never knew how much money you can make from this business. I was thinking I don't know, Tupperware or Avon or something. I don't know. It was just I never came into saying, Brittany, how much money am I going to make? That wasn't my thing. And then so I get my first paycheck of $140. I'm like, wow, oh my God, you can make this much money. So that was a big push to want to keep going. And
yeah,
especially my husband, he works hard. So I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I want to be able to help and bring income into our family.
Yeah, it's so true. And I think that that's a huge part, is your drive, your why.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to be helping 3 people a month to help your business, and why do you want this business to work? And that's what's going to drive you this whole time. I mean, I can say the same thing. It was the same for me. I never knew the potential this business had. I was just like, sweet, I could get my product paid for, and I'm going to probably cancel Shakeology after this month, but I'll give it a try. Like, I was not serious, you know, and then I posted a transformation picture, and all these people, you know, messaged me asking what I was doing, and so it was kind of like, you know, like, I kind of have to do this now, right? No.
Yeah. No, it was the same thing because Brittany's like, oh my God. She was like, I guess checking my stuff. And she's like, you're like one away from Success Club. And I was like, I don't even know what that is. Like, it was like, I joined like on the 20th of October and I hit that first month. And she's like, oh, I didn't even expect you like to hit. She's like, you know, if you hit next month, then you can like, go into winning your ticket for Summit. And I was like, sure. And then next thing you know, I hit next month and then I made it to Emerald. So I'm just like, it's been good, but like this month's been really, really dragging. And everyone's just like, yeah, I look forward to dealing with you in January. And I'm just staying positive. I keep doing my thing. I have faith that I'll meet my my Success Club 5 by the end of the month.
And you will, you know, like I said, I've hit up until the very end. Like, I don't stop until, and I don't want you know, that's another thing. I don't want you guys to be like, oh, it's December 15th and I don't have anything. Like, I'm not going to be able to get Success Club 5 within like 2 weeks. No, like, that's not the case. Yeah, if you think like that, then you're not going to hit Success Club 5 by the end of the month. But if you say, I'm going to help 2 more people or however many more people you need to help within the end of this month, you will. And I know you will because that's what I've told myself and I've done it. So, you know, it's all mental. You're going to do what you're going to say you're going to do. So,
yeah. And then to meet Success Club, then I got an email saying I'm going to get a book for free. And I was like, that's exciting. So like, you get free stuff. So that's always a bonus.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. It's awesome.
You are so precious. I just love you.
I know, it's awesome. No, it is so great. Brittany, what about you? What helped you your first month?
Man, been quiet. I'm trying to think back. It feels like an eternity, honestly. Okay, so first month, I'll be realistic. It was point driven for me. That's all I knew. That's all I knew about the system. For those that don't know, I signed strictly as a discount coach. I didn't want to do this. I was like, no, I am not an outgoing person. I'm very reserved. I'm very inside my little bubble with my 2 kids, and that's about it. But, you know, it's just amazing how it just changes you even as a person, and not even just like, I mean, the products obviously change you physically, but how you feel. But anyhow, I ramble a lot. So for my first month, yes, it was point driven. I was like, free what? I can go to this like Las Vegas thing they're talking about, a free trip. Okay, cool. Like, I would love that. You know, Emma was like my new online BFF at the time. And, you know, other than that, I had like 1 or 2 in real life best friends that I hardly saw because they're on different levels. One's in law school. The other one works full time. You know, I'm at home with my kids. So anyhow, it was just kind of like cool and exciting at the same time. And so it was driven by points for me. I was like, if that's what I got to do to earn that free Vegas trip, I'm going to do it, you know. But after the first couple weeks, I finally was like, okay, I'm going to go through Coach Basics kind of thing. And but to hit that first 5 points, you know, I think I hit 7 my first month. Yeah, I think it was 7.
Yeah, it was 7.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was just, I remember texting Emma the night before when I had finished T25, like, holy shit, like, okay, I'm done. What do I do? And she's like, let me see your photos. And I'm like, oh God, like, I hadn't even shown my husband. Like seriously, I've come so far to like not even like being shirtless in front of my husband, like to just text Emma, here you go. Here I am in a bra and some like booty shorts, you know? And she was like, oh my God, like you have to. And I'm sitting in the bathroom, like shaking, like, dude, I can't do this. And she's like, no, you just have to, like, you're going to inspire someone. And, you know, at that time, you know, my Instagram, I maybe had like 100 people following me because
No. Your Instagram was private and you made a new one because you didn't want to post anything about your kids.
Mm-hmm. I was like, no.
Like, no, I'm gonna make a new one, and then like, no, it's just, yeah. Anyway.
No. I mean, that totally helped. Like, you have to step outside your comfort zone. You really do. And I took every opportunity. I think a super Saturday happened within like 5 weeks of me signing up as a coach, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I don't know Jack from Jill. The rest of the team is up in Washington. I'm like, here I am, SoCal girl. Like, I don't know anybody down here, but my ass got on my computer. I found my Super Saturday. I actually narrowed it down to 2 and I picked one. And the one I went to, there were like 3 other coaches and it was just in this random Diamond coach's like house. And it was like, so now that I look at that compared to like the Orange County ones, it was just like so like sad.
I remember when you texted me, you're like, yeah, I'm going to this one. I have no idea what
I dragged my mom along. I'm like, you're going to come with me because it's at some random chick's house. I was like, this is kind of strange. And like a town 45 minutes away. So, I mean, did I want to go? Like, yes, but at the same time, I was so close not to going, but I was like, you know what? I have to. Like, if this is what I have to do, you know, you can look at it as, okay, I'm going to take out three or 4 hours from my weekend when I could be doing this. But it's like, if you really want to make that work, you're going to go that extra mile. And that's what separates the really successful people in this company business from the ones that are just kind of like, you know, like you just have to. And my biggest tip for like Instagram also is what Alexa was saying too. I try to reply to every single comment someone leaves me. I mean, I'm up there, you know, 20, 23, 20, I don't even know how many freaking followers I have right now, but you know, but if someone writes out this big long paragraph about how much I inspire them, I write them back. And if they just say, girl, I like your pants, I'm like, thanks. Or I'll just put like a smiley face, but I always, and yes, it takes time, but those are the types of things that are going to get people to be like, wow, like she at least put a smiley face back to my comment, you know, like, yeah, I can't engage with every single person because my following is just so large now, but I try, you know, like, but back in the day, every single time someone liked, even if they like my photo, I go to their page and I would like their photo and I'd be like, hey girl, like you're doing awesome. Like, holy crap, you know, like, oh, what did you make? You know, I wouldn't just be like, great job, thumbs up. I would be like, hey, like, oh my God, I like that drink too. Like, where'd you get it? You know, where did that, what store did you go to? You know, like I would really like genuinely care and want to know what they were talking about. So, yeah, I hope that kind of,
Yeah.
it's like I just ramble, but.
Yeah. No, it was really good. Yeah, I mean, and it takes time. I mean, Brittany got Success Club 7 her first month, and your highest is what? Success Club 127. 27. And I mean, that's from consistency. And, you know, she's constantly working her business, and, you know, she does put sacrifice in it, but, you know, she's able to do so many things she was never able to do. And most of all, she's just helping people because of sharing her story every day, you know, being consistent with her posts every day. People look forward to her workout videos every day, finding your niche, finding your consistency for what's going to work with you. You know, yeah, lots of building relationships and quality relationships. So yeah, it's just, you know, amazing to see. It doesn't happen overnight. None of this happens overnight. But it will happen if you stay consistent with it. So I don't know if anyone else has anything to add or questions or.
Well, okay, I have something kind of scary to share that I've been like not posting on social media all day long. It's just like one of those, like we all have different things, like how Brittany was talking about, like you just get like, I don't know, I post everything on social media. So the fact that I still struggle with things kind of like gets me. I'm like, how can I still struggle with this? Like, just post it. Like, I know good's going to come from it, but like, for some reason, it's just hard for me to post. Like, my palms are literally sweaty right now talking about it. But, like earlier this week, so Dee was talking about like just the financial benefits of this and stuff. And like, I never really got into this ever knowing that there was a huge financial opportunity tied to this business. I kind of just discovered this amazing community of people and how much I loved doing what we do, and was like, if I can make this a job that I do full time, like I'm going to do whatever it takes to do that. And it hasn't been easy. It's been really hard. The first year of your business, you put in a lot of work and you feel like you get very little reward. I mean, if you're successful within your first year of business, like you're just like a super rock star, and that's great. Some people on this team are, so, you know, I don't want to discount that, but I just want you to know that in general, you put in a lot of legwork for the first year and a half or two, and you really feel like you're not getting much back from it. But I want you to know, like, all those seeds you're planting, they seriously do pay off. And by hitting Success Club, Success Club 10 is my goal now, but even this year I've missed it. And just by hitting Success Club 5, Success Club 10, growing my team, inspiring people to see their full potential, I would say those are the things that I've done as a coach. I just paid off all of my credit card debt, and I'm not out of debt totally, but like to just have eliminated I've been slowly chipping away at it, but like on the 12th, I paid my last payment for my credit card, and I'm officially credit card debt free. And I like wrote this whole long thing about it to post on social media. For whatever reason, it's really hard for me to talk about the financial aspects of this business just because like that's not why I do this. But like, I don't know if you're buried in a mountain of debt, like I feel like I finally have a solution to get out of it. And my goal by the end of 2015 is to be completely debt free. But this year alone, I've eliminated like a really big chunk of it. So just wanted to share. But.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yay,
Don't be scared to post that. That's inspiring. I see everyone else's posts about that, and I'm just like, oh my God, that's so awesome.
Yeah, so I'm not debt free yet, but like I'm on my way.
Yeah. No, I think that's awesome. And to share that, I mean, I know that's scary to say that you're in debt, you know, I guess at some point, but I think that's going to inspire a lot of people because I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah, so stay consistent, guys. Set goals for yourself. Hit Success Club 5, and then once you hit Success Club 5, start going for 10. And just make that non-negotiable in your business. And I promise you, if you just hit Success Club 5, every single month minimum, that your business will flourish. The compound effect from that will bring you everything you've ever wanted. Your health, your finances, the time and financial freedom is just like, I'm just so thankful for this opportunity. I feel like it's my duty to share it with as many people and to help as many people as I can be successful with this. So
yeah, I feel the same way.
And this was an awesome call, you guys. So thanks for letting me be a fly on the wall.
Thanks for being on. Yeah, so does anyone else?
I do.
Yes.
So with being said about Instagram, I'm having troubles with shout outs. I've been asking people, you know, you want to do shout for shout or something like that, and nobody is responding. Even those big pages like IG Fit Moms, I know it takes a while to get on the page, but I've done everything that they ask, like to like them, share them, send them the information, whatever. I've done that twice or 3 times now, and I still can't get on there. Do you guys have any like tips on how to get shout outs from people, or, you know, just anything about shout outs?
I'll chime in. In the beginning, I didn't even start doing the shout for shouts until I want to say August or September. And that was after I had close to 10,000 followers, not because I didn't feel I needed to, but it just kind of grew with me. And I saw other people doing it. I was like, wow, okay, I can do that too. Why not? So, in the beginning, when I had, you know, a much smaller following, a lot of it was, you know, everything that was talked about prior. I paid for 3 shout outs, and they were about $14 each, and they ranged, I don't even remember the sites now because I honestly don't even believe in the paying for ones anymore. Like, just because I know it's easier for me right now because I have a larger following to get a shout for shout kind of thing. But in the beginning, that helped me. Like over the summer, like I remember right around the time I went to Summit, so June, July is when I was like, oh, I can pay for these. I was like, well, I don't know if I really want to. And I was like, okay, well, $14 for a 24-hour shout on a page that has like 100,000. Okay, cool. Yeah, why not? So yes, it did help, you know. It honestly just depends on when that page is going to post it, what type of people are following that page. So, I mean, I don't want to say only go to pages that have 100,000 plus followers or anything like that, but look at the kind of content that they post. If they're posting like those model girls and that's all they post and it's like booty photos and all that, it's like, come on, like really, like what kind of people are you going to attract from that? I'm not saying that people like you and I don't follow those pages for some inspiration, like, damn girl. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, you want something more like IG Fit Moms, or you want, you know, being a mom. Or, you know, something like Great Weight Loss Inspirations is a good one also that's grown. God, I'm trying to think off the top of my head because it's been a while. Like for me personally now, it's just a lot of shout for shouts because I get a lot of people that actually come to me now too and do it. I'm like, sure, yeah, fine, whatever. You know, like, I mean, here and there. I don't want my page to just like blow up and become like the next great weight loss inspirations, but because I want to be true to me. But yeah, in the beginning, I didn't do any of that. That was well off, months down the line.
Yeah,
but it was,
and Melissa, I've had that same issue too. Because I don't have that many followers, so I think it does depend on how many followers you do have for the Shout for Shout. Lauren, do you have something to say?
Just you need to be talking to people that have the same amount of followers as you. So
Okay.
less than you. Like I'm just starting to do like a lot of research into the Shout for Shout thing because I think that there's a lot of growth there and I want to be able to teach people how to grow their Instagram. And I've just been contacting people that have usually less followers than me, which is fine. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. So I go to people's pages that, that aren't related to Beachbody or any other program and that are just on their weight loss journey and are inspiring. And I've just liked and built relationships on their photos, just commented on their photos and then left them a really nice comment like, hey girl, your transformation is so inspiring. I'm so glad I found your page. Let me know if you want to do an S for S, which is a Shout for Shout. And I just comment that on people's pages and I have like literally like a lineup of people in my direct messages now that are waiting to be shouted out on my page. So I don't think it matters the number of followers you have now. If you only have 100 followers, go find someone else that only has 100 followers, but is on the same journey as you. Not only that, but some of the people that I've talked to about Shout for Shouts are now, they're following me now. They see what I'm doing and they're wondering how they can make health and fitness their job. So it's now translated to me talking about coaching with 2 of them as of now.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Don't say too much. Don't go to those accounts that every Beachbody coach is getting shouted out on because all you're getting is the same followers that everyone else has. Like think outside the box a little bit and, try to reach new people.
Yeah. Did that help? Anyone else have any questions or comments?
I have a question.
Yes.
So my biggest thing is like I'll reach out to somebody and I always get I can't, like I've tried working with him, it doesn't work out for me. And like I was the same way before I started PIO, but I'll tell them like, I have the same problem, but I'd pay for a gym membership I wouldn't use either. And I'd rather have a program at home that I can use at any time and it doesn't cost me any money. But I still get the same thing. Like I'm not going to be able to commit to it. Like there's no way, like it's just going to be a waste of money. Like that's the number one response I get from like all the girls I contact.
Are you talking about challenge groups and the support factor and everything like that? And how that's you?
They're saying like they can't commit to doing a home DB, like working out at home. They're like, it's too hard for me to work out at home. Like I just won't be dedicated to it.
I would say
that you're talking to or just like a couple of specific instances?
Well, sorry, I didn't hear you.
Is this like everyone, like you get a lot of people that say this, or is it like a couple just like specific instances?
Like I'd say that's the most response. That's like the biggest response I get. Like not so much about money. It's normally like, I can't work out at home. Like I even have some friends that are like, I could never work out at home, but yet they'll have gym memberships that they'll pay for and never use, and they pay for each month, and they're in like a year contract.
Yeah. Well, what I do with those people, because I do get them too, is I'll be like, let them know, okay, that's fine.
I understand it was the same way before, but being in a challenge group has, completely helped me with the accountability and the support because I don't want to look dumb and I don't want to give up and, people know that I've given up. So, but if they're not ready at this point and they're going to keep making excuses, there's really nothing you can do right now. If they're really going to deny a challenge group that you say, totally private, is just there to help you and keep you motivated, and talk about how with your challenge groups, you've met people too that have the same, like-minded thoughts as you. I think that was a big one for me, is like becoming a part of, the first challenge group I was a part of with Lauren. I met people that and someone that was in our challenge group that Lauren met from, Europe came and visited and we met. We've met, just talk about those relationships you've met, from the challenge groups that you've been, not just the fact that it's, helped you with motivation and support, But, you know, the fact that you've also met a lot of people, I don't know, I talk about that a lot. I'm just real with people.
I would also really encourage asking a lot of questions. So like if they don't want to work out at home, like why are they contacting you, or what are they talking about you or talking with you? What are they struggling with? Is it nutrition, or are they struggling with going to the gym and they're just like not being real with themselves and they don't want to, you know what I mean? Like ask the questions and figure out, okay, well, if you can't work out at home, then, you know, like what are you struggling with? What do you need help with? And just kind of relate back to them like we've said. But a lot of times I'll be like, okay, well, you know, if you don't want to join, like I always have groups going and I can let you know when my next one is. I'll follow back up with them like a month later and be like, so how's your progress going? And 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, oh, I still haven't been using my gym membership. And you'd be like, yeah, that's why I said join my challenge group. So that's how it has to be sometimes. But just ask a lot of questions and, you know, meet people where they are. If they just want to make excuses right now, then they want to make excuses. That's how people are sometimes. It takes some time to figure it out. Put them on your follow-up list. Make one tonight, every single one of you, if you don't have it, and just follow back up with them in the future because they'll be ready. You know, sometimes I did this to Lauren for 3 months before I committed. I kept telling her, I'm like, yeah, I want to join. Wait, never mind. Yeah, I want to join. Wait, never mind. So it happens. People take time. So don't, you know, it's just how it is. You got to keep going.
Yeah, can I just add that, like, I tell them in the nicest way, if you want something that bad, you'll work for it. Like, the excuses have to go out the door, but I'll be like really nice about it. I'll be like, okay, you know, like no problem. But I mean, and I always go back to their why. I'm like, okay, so you're huffing and puffing, chasing after your kids at the park. Like, do you want to be in that boat for the next 10 years? Like, you know, I mean, if you want this, like, I'm here, but you have to want it bad enough. I always tell them that. I'm like, you have to want it bad enough at the end of the day. Smiley face. Like, you know, I'm like really nice. So, I mean, sometimes it's tough love. And if they're not ready, they're not ready. But like Alexa said, put them on the follow-up list and talk to them later. But you just keep doing the damn thing. Keep doing your workouts. Keep drinking your Shakeology. Keep posting about how awesome your life is, because it is now. And they're going to be like, wow, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I had something to add to. What was, I'm sorry, I don't know everyone's names. Was her name Aaliyah, or what was her name? Yeah, her. I'm sorry. I had that happen to me too, except it was a little bit different. It was two girls, and they had been in my clean eating challenge group, and then they wanted to do the 30-day challenge groups, but they were like, I only work out at a gym, and I was like, well, you know, the 30-day ones, those are first set programs, and they like got all mad at me. Like, they got like angry with me that they couldn't be in the group, and then they knew each other because they worked together at my old job, and they were like ganging up on me. I'm like, you know, you can always join my clean eat groups when I do them, but I mean, unfortunately, the 30-day ones are, you know, everyone has a program, and you would be totally left out. And so I didn't know how to handle that.
Yeah. I know that is hard. For me, like when people come to me about that, I usually say, you know, that's just my requirement for my groups. You know, they either have to be drinking Shakeology or they have to be doing a program.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the time, I don't do it like that. Like Lauren said earlier, you know, they need to have the piece of the puzzle. Like, you need to have all 3 things. But it's just, for me, like, they're going to be left out. They don't want to be in a group anyways that they're not.
I was trying to explain that to them, and they just were like, I don't know. It was weird. I was like, okay, I'm trying to help, but okay, if you want to get all defensive about it.
Has anyone else had that problem? Someone getting mad?
I'm having.
Yeah. So go ahead.
I'm having the same issue with people wanting to do my 30-day one, but they only want to work out at the gym. They don't want to buy a home fitness program. They have a gym membership. They only want to work out at the gym. And then when I present them with that, you know, we're all going to be following a program, a different, you know, it doesn't have to be the one that I'm doing, but, you know, we are each following a set program. They're like, well, then I'm not going to do it. If I can't use my gym membership, then I'm not going to do it. And then they have written me off.
I don't know. I don't tell people, if people are gym bunnies, like I don't, in my challenge groups and stuff, like it's long as you're willing to buy the program and do the program, you can go to the gym in addition to that. Like if you're really addicted to the gym that much, but like if they're coming to you, to me, that means they're not seeing results at the gym, which is where I was at. I wasn't seeing any results at the gym. And it's because I wasn't doing the right things. But like if they're like super connected to that, then like they can, Beachbody doesn't need to be all you do. It's not all I do. You know, it's just like a part of my fitness routine. But like to be a part of the group, like how can you relate to people and how can you really participate if you're not? I mean, sometimes I do let people into my groups if they're drinking Shakeology at a minimum, but they end up coming around and buying a program and wishing they got a challenge pack.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, well, but
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, the thing about these two girls is like they were so into the clean eating thing, like they were rocking it. They loved it, and they kind of turned on me a little bit. But I still get messages from them wanting me to do a challenge group for them. Like they want me to, like they're messaging me now. They want me to do a challenge group for them, but they don't want to do a program. But they want that accountability from me, and I'm just like I don't know what to tell you. You're going to be totally left out if you don't do, one of these programs. And yeah, it's a struggle. There's no answer. Like, I'm not expecting an answer from you guys. I'm just saying this is one of those things that happens.
When I was getting that a lot, I actually did. Alexa's first challenge group was a clean eating challenge group, 30-day clean eating challenge group, where I just gave them like a document of clean eating recipes. It wasn't like a strict meal plan. There was no grocery list. It was literally just like my favorite recipes, copy and pasted, but they had to be drinking Shakeology. Like we had to make a compromise here. So, and even Alexa just drank Shakeology for that, but I still made her buy a challenge pack because like that's what made sense. And I was like, I know like you're not going to do this workout program right now, but like at least buy it so that you have it to start when you move into your apartment. And like, so I don't know, maybe hosting like a 30-day clean eating challenge group, it's definitely still beneficial, because if you have a place to post about your workouts and there's some people in that group that are doing workouts, like I would still support them.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. You can do like a 30-day clean eating if you wanted to, but you wouldn't really be. I don't know.
I did a 30-day clean eating. Like the daily challenges were just all centered around food. So it was like, eat something green today. Eat every color of the rainbow. How much water did you drink? But like they had to be drinking Shakeology. What was your Shakeology?
Okay.
Like Shakeology was required. There was still like a requirement. You can do as many free kinds of challenge groups as you want, but like I just think that doing shorter ones for the free challenge groups is the way to go. Give people a sneak peek, and help them see success quickly. A lot of times in the 30-day ones, like Alexa was like the only person posting in that group, but she still posted every single day and like rocked it and lost like 10 pounds in the group. So, and like, I don't care. Like, as long as I have one person that I help through a challenge group, to me, that challenge group was successful. I've had a lot of dud challenge groups. So.
Well, and I like to like add on to that was Lauren told me like after I've already been coaching, she was like, that was like such a dud. And for me, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I loved it because I loved like looking up the daily challenges. And I was like, okay, today I got to eat something green. Let me find something green and put it in my Shakeology. You know what I mean? Like, for me, that was like ultimate accountability. Like, I didn't really care that nobody else was really posting. I still got amazing. I lost like 11 pounds that month. And I was like, yes, I love this. Like, I've got to keep going. And it's funny because Lauren's like, wow, that's funny because that challenge group sucked. So like, if you ever have, this is just like another subject, but if you have dud challenge groups, but you still have like a couple of people, I know it's harder for us because like we are the coaches and we know like we want everyone to be engaging. But if you still have like just one person who's engaging, like they are still getting a lot out of it, and that's what matters. And you should probably go ask them to be a coach because there probably will be one in the future. So just saying.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I was like one of the two that posted every day. Like I went back to my first challenge group and it was like Emma Chesler posted what she was eating. Emma Chesler posted. Like it was like a lot of me, and that's okay. Like, but I think that's why I was discouraged at first, because it was like I was so into it. Like why isn't everyone else using this for accountability? But sometimes people are busy. They have other things. And that's just something that really kept me accountable at the beginning and still does. I mean, I still run them. So don't slow down. If you have one person participating, it's okay. So,
Yeah, so Alexa asked me, so do you still run 30-day clean eating groups? She asked me that one time, and I was like, no, I don't really run them anymore. Your group was a total dud. And that's what she's talking about. But I do have all of the materials that I used for that group. If you would like it, just private message me, and I can send it to you. And, like, I would just take what I have and make it better, because in my eyes, it can use some improvement. But like you said, or like Alexa said, like, it just takes, as long as one person benefits from it, like, all the work I put into the group is definitely worthwhile. So, give it a try. Challenge groups can be whatever you want them to be. That's, I think, one of the best parts about coaching is, like, you're the boss. So you get to, like, get creative with this and create what kind of challenge group you want. What challenge group would you like to be in? Create that for your customers and for your challengers. We create challenge group models for you from what's worked from us, but, like, it's something that you can take and make your own, make it better. Everyone can make it better.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, and I love that. Like, it was talked about on the wake up call with Ali Upham, like, doing a free group this month, right? And really just focusing on relationship building in that free group. And it sounds like these ladies have an awesome group going, that they're just, I'm looking at the group chat, that they're just literally just relationship building with people hardcore in December when they need help staying accountable, so that in January they're really ready to take it to the next level. Like, building that level of trust with your customers, with your followers, is really key. I feel like, that's been a huge part of my success, is, like, people just trust what I say. They know that I'm going to be honest with you, and that I'm not trying to make a sale. I'm trying to help you,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Building trust. Key. Oh, hi, Miley. Did you take over for Alexa?
She said, yeah.
All right. Any other questions or comments before we jump off? Sorry it went a little over, but I think this was all really good. I really enjoyed tonight's team call. Good stuff. So raise your hand if your plan is to hit and help 3 people a month, every single month for the month or the next 2015. Okay.
Hello.
So that means you all next December need to be a Success Club 5 All-Star. Because if you're hitting it every month, you will be. So that's just an incentive for me. That's what I like those things. If you can't tell, I am driven by incentives and recognition. Just if you guys want to know that. We all have different love languages, right? So yeah, that's all we have for you guys. Oh yeah.
Recording and take a pic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I look like.
I'm actually wearing makeup, so you better.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. So okay. I'm just kidding. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, thank you all for listening to the recording. If you're on the recording, I'm going to stop the recording.